welcome to a very warm shed in Kent.
Yes.
Now, as you might have seen from the previous video, we bought ourselves a Chinese diesel heater. And we unboxed it and it was very nice and new and shiny, so we thought we better use it for a bit and give you our full review.
Honest review.
Yes, our honest opinion of how it's going. Now, it's ticking away in the background there. You can probably hear it because the fan's quite loud, but admittedly it is on full chat. Yes. Now, it's frigging cold still in the shed, so what we were going to do, what we were going to do was come out here, give you a ambient temperature, and to then sit down and fire it up and see how long it takes to warm up. But we thought, sod that, it's freezing. So what I'll do, I'll insert a picture here.
Baltic.
Well, the starting temperature, I should say.
So we went indoors.
Yeah, so we went indoors. So now it's been running for how long? It doesn't take long at all, really, this heater.
No, that's actually good.
What did you say? 10 minutes, if that?
I believe.
10 minutes? Oh no, we can. I think it's got a timer on. Is that minutes?
Yeah.
23 minutes exactly, and we're at 19 degrees.
That's good going.
That is pretty good. That's enough time to have a cup of tea. So what you do, and as you saw in the last video, yeah, you've got that remote control that actually, depending how close you are to your house, the shed and house isn't that far, you can sit, put the kettle on, flick your diesel heater on in your shed, perfectly safe. We've moved ours onto a sturdy base in the shelf behind the turret. Flick it on, put the kettle on, have a cup of tea, and by the time you come out here, it's going to be nigh on 20 degrees. And it's lovely. So, things you need to know about the diesel heater. Firstly, you need a diesel, yeah. No,
that helps.
A firm platform, like somewhere out the way. You don't really want to be tripping over things, so we put it nicely on the shelf.
And it has to be fixed because the exhaust has to go outside.
Yes, exactly. That's
so you don't want it in the middle of the shed and then think, oh, that's okay because I'll just leave, and then you can't.
Yeah. One of the pipes we showed was an exhaust pipe, which is only about, whatever that is, a couple of feet long. So obviously you can't be in the centre. So we made a hole in the side of the shed, and that's vented to atmosphere because it does give off a lot of fumes, which are very bad for you. So don't do that. Secondly, you need the piece of ducting just basically pointing in wherever you want. We've got it it's slightly angled up, so it kind of comes over us and then down, and it fills the workshop evenly with warm air.
Yes.
Something you should know, once we revealed the box open, had a flip through the manual, it is in broken English, because of course it is Chinese, so it's roughly translated.
Fortunately, because we drink a lot, we can't really understand English, so it's very good.
Exactly. Yes. So we managed to work it out.
Yes.
Hence it's going. Now, I don't know how loud it's picking up, but the fan is fairly noisy. Like, it's over our radio at the moment, but to be honest, it is still going on full chat. So would you like to knock it down as it's gone up to temperature? Could you just knock it down a few grips? If you remember how.
Push the button, still, you've got to wait for it to cool down a bit now.
No.
What was set it to? Turn it down to 15, so it should shut down a little bit.
It does have a rough temperature gauge on it of what you want the temperature. This is taken with a bit of a pinch of salt. So, oh, there it goes now. You can hear it knocking down.
Use it off.
So that's now, it's dropping degrees. Oh, that's voltage.
Yeah, that's voltage.
It does take a supply, but it does...
We're still 20 in here at the moment.
Oh no, but the fan speed.
Oh, the fan, I don't know what the fan speed.
Yeah, no, it's dropped
down.
Yeah. So it is adjustable. So you don't know if it costs it. Learn so much quiet. I can hear the radio, I'm not sure who this is.
Sounds like 60s.
Yeah, it's something from the 60s probably. So that's good. So it's falling down.
Probably can't hear us.
What? So as we were saying, there's something from the 60s on the radio. We've just realised that our equipment wasn't actually plugged in, so you might hear
the sound equipment.
Yes, but oh well, we're quite close to the camera. Ignore that bit.
Well, I did think, oh, that's pretty cool. It goes in that handle really well. That must be where it plugs in.
Yeah. So anyway, ignore that, tubers. Just concentrate on the content.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Anyway, the review. Yes. So broken English instructions, nice digital gauge.
Yeah.
vent your exhaust atmosphere.
We've turned the temperature down because it got too warm in here
Yeah,
now.
it does get warm
it's
quick.
21 at the moment. It's too much.
It's remote control and it's idling at kind of its mid-speed. So, it's very nice. And it literally, like I say, you just click a remote control, you put the kettle on, you come out here and you've got a nice warm shed to work in.
Runs off 12 volts.
Yeah.
So if you have a car battery and a solar panel on the roof, you'll be able to recharge it and you get
Very
free,
economical.
yeah, reasonably cheap heat.
Yeah, diesel.
Runs on red diesel too.
Yes. And it doesn't take much to run over a long period either, does it?
No.
No. And on the side of the machine, as you can see, these cutouts, that's actually your fuel tank. So that's your gauge, and we're about halfway at the moment, and we've used this quite a lot in the last, I don't know, few weeks since we've had it, because it's been chucking down.
Yes.
So it's very easy to keep an eye on everything.
Because we've been trying different things to get it to, because for a review. That's why it's,
Exactly. We put it through its paces, it's really, and for the money, we find it very good value. So as long as you keep, I don't know, and diesel doesn't really go off. It's something you can just keep
all summer long.
Yeah.
And then use again in the winter.
In whatever size container you want, as long as it's fit for purpose. Under the heater on the bottom shelf, you can.
I wouldn't keep it under the heater because the exhaust comes out there.
Well, next to the heater, wherever.
To the side I'd go.
Your preferred location.
Yes.
Yes. I'm not sure you might want to fire it up every now and again just to make sure all the components keep moving nicely come the summertime. Would that be? I think that's a good advice. We'll see.
If I know.
It'll be warming up as soon, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know. We'll let you know.
But yeah, it doesn't take too long to set up. You just want to know where to go. And we've got how big's this shed we're in?
10 by 12.
Yeah, 10 by 12 area. In steel.
Steel,
well.
yeah. It's not sealed either.
No.
So because there's all holes at the top there.
Now
let the farts out.
Now it's knocking down a bit. Yeah, I'm closest to the door and I can just feel the cold air kind of whipping by my feet a bit. So we'll crank it back up and it warms up in 20 minutes.
Do you want to crank it back up?
Yeah, we'll crank it back up.
Well, pressing the magic buttons.
The only thing now is we've made the shed a bit too comfortable.
Don't want to go in?
So you really don't want to go in. You got the sounds of the 60s, you've got a nice chilled beverage, and your body temperature is
quite happy.
Yeah, exactly, quite happy. So if you could give this a rating out of 10, what would you give it?
Value for money, it's got to be, I'm going to say a good 9 or a solid 8.
Yes, I think the instructions let it down a bit.
Yes, but as I say, value for money and how good job it does.
Yes. Yeah, and it's not.
It's not a dry heat, and it's not. It's just.
No,
it's just warm air.
Yeah, you don't feel like it's.
The roof's not sweating.
No, it's not like in your face, and it's like it takes all the oxygen out. That kind of horrible heat.
Yeah. You get that from propane. When you have propane going, the roof starts sweating.
Yeah, and
paraffin.
Generally, itself, it's not a big unit. It's not that heavy. It's very portable. It comes with 2 carry handles, so you can quite easily manage by yourself to set it up.
Yeah.
So we would recommend it. Yeah, I think a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully that's given you a bit of advice on what to do with your shed, garage, man cave, wherever. I think it's multi-purpose. It doesn't have to be used outside as long as the exhaust is vent into some form of atmosphere.
But you could have
itself.
You could have the air filter that it uses to burn the diesel. You could have that outside as well. So you've got none of the combustion coming on in here, but it's all just going. So
exactly. Yeah. So
we got it set up so it's sucking air from in here, but
yeah, we're just using the surrounding air, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching our little review. Sorry about the sound quality at the beginning.
That's fine.
We'll try and remember that. We've had a few too many
It's his fault.
sherbets.
His fault.
It's the alcohol and the warmth, and then it goes to your head straight away. But anyway, thank you very much. We'll see you again.
Like and subscribe. Check out the Facebook. Ring the bell, dingus.